Hello everyone, my name is Adi. I'm an intermediate over the board chess player with a provisional rating of 1200. I actually made a mistake in my last video where I said I was 200. Well, I was being optimistic. So my rating dropped to 1255 provisional rating, so I still have to play a couple more games to get a standard rating. So in this series, I'm starting the challenge, climb it to 2200 in rapid games on chess.com. I'm playing the bird as white, and against one e4, I'm going for the accelerated dragon Sicilian, and against one d4, I'll be aiming for the Dutch system, which is one f5. So it's been a mixed feeling. In my last 8 games, I've lost 6 and I've won 2, and this is day 16. So hopefully this comes with a very interesting win. So new game. Well, it's only fair that I'm playing black in this game. So the Reti system, yeah, you can play 1f5 against the Reti. Yeah, I saw something like that. So these are all standard. So against this particular line, which I think was very sharp or something like that. Let me just go for d6. I'm not very sure about what's happening after d6, but I guess after e5, fe5, de5, then I can take back with the knight, I guess. So let me play g6. So I think bishop g7 is all right. I mean, this is the first, no, I think this is the second time I'll be playing the Dutch. We won a very nice game in the first one. So, well, I can play knight c6 now. I can castle. So let me just castle. Then I can follow up to the knight c6, then de5. I mean, my opponent was blitzing the moon Frosty the Snowman, and he's been playing for well over 4 years now. So I've only just like started taking my chess very seriously in the last couple months, and I have a little update for you guys. I've recently invested in buying one of Usurper's booth. Well, this is an I mean, yeah, there's an idea of knight bd7, but that's just slowly kills the bishop. And if h6, bishop, if h6, they want to just trade the bishop. If h6, or they want to go back. Yeah, let me just play h6. I mean, I'm just weakening my this side, but I mean, let me just see the intentions. I mean, I have to make a decision. Yeah, the idea was knight bd7 or h6 or just e5 defending the knight, but that just allows a pin. If e5 and they play something like knight d5, but that's not even a threat. I can play c6, and if they take, I take back with the bishop, and if they take with the bishop, then I take with the queen. I think I have, yeah, I think h6 is a very weakling move, and my king side is just a little bit open now, so they can play something like queen. They can't play that because the bishop on g5 is hanging. So at least they have slowed down a little bit. And if they take on f6, do I want to take with the bishop, the pawn, or the rook? I mean, I probably want to take with the bishop because knight d5 comes with a tempo. Then I have to retreat my bishop. Well, knight d5, then I take on knight d5, then I take on g. Yeah, I would have said I would take on b7. So knight c6 to play e5 next. And what if they play e4 now? e4, fe4. And after d4, knight takes e4. Do I want to take back? Well, I don't. Well, this is. I'm completely out of book. I have no idea anything else that is going on. Well, I can play queen h7, which I'm very sure is a move because they are threatening to take on h6, and I can't take back because the bishop will be hanging. Okay, so yeah, so what do I do? I mean, this is what you get when you play the Dutch. It's just, this is my second time of playing a proper Dutch. No, my first time of playing a proper Dutch, so I have no idea what to do in this position. Well, I can play something like g5. That just seals everything. But g5, h4, do I want to take? I can't take. Yeah, maybe I should have played something like e5, and I would have saved myself from this kind of headache. I mean, king h7 just looks like a move and stopping any ideas, but if king h7 and the castle, what's my next move? Do I just go for e5 break immediately? Yeah, so let me just play king h7. Yeah, g5 is a move, but I'm scared of h4. h4, then I'm forced to take, because if I push g4, then this pawn is hanging anyways. Yeah, so let me play king h7. Yeah, I mean, I have to strike in the center now with e5. Yeah, I think I have to strike in the center now, and I have to find a way to develop my bishop as soon as possible. And if the castle now, do I just play e5? Yeah, I mean, I have no idea what to do in this kind of position. So they are immediately going for the fight. Well, I can play h5 now, and that leaves an anchor, because h5, they can play g4. And if h5, if bishop g5, then I can just safely move the knight. And h4 does one thing. It ensures that the g4 square is weak. So I can push h5 now, and there's no concrete attack on my king no more. And so h5, what is black response here? I mean, they really want to open up the king side, because my king on h7 just felt weak. But h5, then I just like jettison this g5 square for the knight. Well, I have ideas of rerouting the knight, maybe. Then I can't play queen d7 because of bishop a3. Bishop h3, I meant. So h5. Because I can't allow h4, or I can't allow them push h5. And knight h5 doesn't have any purpose, because there's no way I'm going with the knight. So let me push h5. Yeah, I think this is extremely weak. Yeah, I think this is just extremely weak. Wow, I mean, this is... So if I move the king, what is their plan after moving the king? So king g7 for sure, or king h8. I mean, the knight on c6 is attacked, but I don't think that's an issue. Is there any check on the light square? There's none. So if king h8, I mean, king h8 always comes with a check. If king g8, with ideas of restricting, so king h8 or king g8, what to do. Well, I can't go king h6 because that comes with a tempo. Okay. But if king g8 and bishop here, if I take the bishop, yeah, so let me play king h8. And if bishop here now, what do I do? Yeah, maybe I just play something like 95. I mean, I could tell like there's a pawn storm of attack on my. Yeah, so these I'm not scared of. Yeah, I'm not really scared of these. Because after h3, they have to go back with the knight. And if knight takes, then I take back with the queen. I don't think I'm blundering anything with that. Yeah, and the bishop can take, yeah. I mean, do they think I'm going to take the knight on d5 and allow cd5? Nope, I don't think so. I mean, if they move back the knight now, I have h6. Well, I can't play bishop h6 but because they can just sacrifice the knight. Yeah, I can't allow that. Yeah, I can't. I mean, at the moment, I'm just defending. But they can decide to run my pawn structure with take. No, can I? No, I can't take back with the queen because of bishop c3. And then I have to just go back and waste the tempo. And I think that is quite dangerous. So I just have to take with the bishop. So this pawn is hanging for sure. And if queen, well, I can defend it laterally with this. Knight e. So I have an idea of playing queen e. Yeah, queen e8 looks interesting. Queen e8 or knight e7. So queen e8 defends this pawn and defends the g6 pawn. And is there a way to deflect my queen? No, because I have to constantly keep this f7 square protected. So I don't think so. Yeah, I mean this knight, this also here just feels very. I'm just playing intuitively now because I'm not even calculating anything. This is pretty bad. That I've lost me too many games. I can't even remember. Yeah, so I just play queen e8. Oh wow! Honestly, knight c7 would have lost me the game because this is attacked twice. Oh wow! I would have lost the game instantly. Oh my days! In that position, I felt that queen e8 would have been the only move in that kind of position. I mean, they are putting maximum pressure on me at the moment. Yeah, I have to play something like h6 now. Just trading one of those knights. Okay, so bishop h6 ensure that one of those knights is traded, or you can decide to go back. So, yeah. So if I play bishop h6, do I even have any tactic? Bishop h6, e5, and this knight just come back here. If you come back, then I just take on d5, and after bishop takes d5, I have knight e right there. Can I play e5? If e5, knight d5, knight takes d5. If bishop takes d5, knight e7 attacks the bishop, and the bishop goes back. No, if knight e7, they can take twice because bishop can take on e. No, it's not even possible. But if bishop e6, do I just take, and my rook is attacked? So what I'm saying is that e5 now, after knight d5, and if they take with the f pawn, no, I can't allow this bishop pinning me. So I need to make a move as soon as possible. Yeah, I don't even have an attack in this game, which is pretty bad, honestly. If knight e5, yeah, I don't think knight e5 threatens anything. e5, yeah, I mean e5 blocks that diagonal. Let me just play e5. e5 looks very much interesting. Yeah, e5 looks very much interesting. So I take with the bishop, and after knight e7, I mean, I assume that I have to. Oh, they take back with the pawn. Okay, where do I want to go now? Yeah, and I think this like takes. Yeah. I thought that they could take with the bishop, and if queen b, yeah, I think queen b4 now ensures that this pawn is attacked. Yeah, I'm down 6 minutes. I think if I'm able to like get some attack going, I should be very much completely fine. This is double pawn now, and we can target it with playing queen here. And if e5, I just take the bishop, which I don't think I want to take, honestly, because queen takes come with a check. Yeah. I mean, something like d4 now just threatens to break. So if I take, after, how do I target this pawn? So takes on e6, d6, and how can that pawn be target? Oh, d6, and this pawn is hanging, then I play something like c6. Yeah, c6 followed by queen c8. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that. Okay, this. Yeah, this I can play first. Yeah. I mean, this pawn is isolated and I think it can be attacked. Now after c6, I think I can attack it now, honestly. Yeah, c6, d5, then I can safely take the pawn on e6. Yeah, I think I should be up a pawn pretty soon. Yeah. Well, if I'm able to get my stuffs into the game, I should be pretty much alright. Yeah. My estimation of this position is that black should be fairly better. Maybe not winning, but clearly not losing. Yeah, I think my g7 bishop is going to come to life very soon. After c6, so I'm thinking black will want to play something like queen c2, but after c6, so this doesn't work because of what exactly? So c6. I mean, I'm pretty sure they want to play e5. Yeah, e5 I can just take. And if they take, I take back with the bishop. And if they take with the queen, then I just take. And we just have a queen trade. Yeah, and I'm still up a pawn in that position. And a knight for the bishop and in a very close position. So I think my knight can be able to jump around. So this is what I'm thinking. So if d5 now. Yeah, unless they want to force the trade with f5. Yeah, but even that, I think I'm just taking. And if they take, I take back with the bishop. And the bishop takes, queen takes. And if queen takes, I just take back with the deep one. And I think I have a fairly position. And my knight can come and safely get into the game. My rook's controlling the open file. I mean, if anyone can press in that position, it is black because we are up a pawn simply. Yeah, let me just check if the board is showing correctly. Yes, it is. So we're playing the snowman. Yeah, the previous turn, I think queen c2 to play queen b6, defending the pawn was fairly good. But after c6, d5, we're still going to take the pawn anyway. Yeah, but if the queen is on b3, I can't take here because this pawn would be hanging. Yeah, but after d5, I could have played maybe b4. Then taking would have been nice because it's practically unstoppable at that point since the b5 pawn will be defended. So this is what I was thinking on the previous turn, something like queen c2, c6, queen b3. And I can't take now on e6 because the b7 pawn is hanging. So maybe after d5. Yeah, so I'll probably play d5, sealing off this. Yeah, but d5 and they play with e4, d4, d4. Yeah, I don't think that's optimal. Well, maybe it's not a necessity to go after this pawn in that position. So what is black's best move? I mean, f4, how do I treat f4? f4, do I just take? Yeah, I think I just take. f4, I think if I take, my bishop is hanging. So let's say f4, after ef4, they take with check, take, and they can take back with the queen. But I still take the e6 pawn anyways. Yeah, I can still take with the e6 pawn. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm afraid for something like opening up this diagonal for the rook pressuring this pawn, because my knight here is doing a very good job of defending g6. Yeah, I think knight d7 probably is a very good move. Yeah, so this is what I saw that they would do at some point, which they are not very far wrong. So if I take, yeah, so I'll just take. So if they take, I take back with the bishop. Yeah. I mean, we are up a pawn in the dodge. We are up a pawn in the dodge. Hopefully, I don't butcher it now, because that's what I've been very used to. Yeah, wow. So I have an option of just sealing everything off with e4, because I can't take on so what I'm saying is e4, because I can't take on d4 because my queen is hanging. So if I seal everything off, what is their plan? Well, I think I can safely play e4, followed by something like this, because this attacks the queen. So if they play this, I take anyways. Yeah, I mean, I'm just up a clean pawn now, and the bishop are very, very useless when the position is closed. So I think we pretty much have the initiative now. And if d5, I just take with check. I just take the c3, the bishop with check. And if the queen takes back, then I take on d5. I mean, this bishop is going to take a lot of time for the bishop to get into the game. It's going to take a lot of time. Like a lot of time. They can play g4 now. So g4 I have to take, and they take with the queen or the bishop. Well, that is fair. I mean, I think g4 is the only break white have in that kind of position. I mean, my knight coming to e5, because this pawn now can never be affected. So knight d5 now, the queen has to move. Obviously, go here or go there. Knight d5. So this pawn is hanging. So I can take this pawn now. So what happens if I take this pawn? Yeah, I mean, let me just take the pawn, honestly. Yeah, I think I should just take the pawn. So if d5, then I can still take on d5, attacking the queen. And if they take with check, I take back with check. Yes. Yeah, I think d5 is not even playable now. Yeah, g4 is very much playable. Yeah, but g4, knight d5. So I think after this now, they are going to lose the bishop. Yeah, and I think this is the only square for them to go now. Yeah. So we are up on the clock, and we have, so this is clearly winning. This is so winning that I think take, and they have to take with the queen. If knight takes, king takes, and after rook e1 check. What is the move there? Yeah, I think that is winning. Yeah, queen c1 was best. So take. After something like this, yeah, I'm threatening this checkmate now. Resign. So, yeah, did I misplayed it at some point? I think I did. Yeah, I think I misplayed the last one. Yeah, queen c4 was best. Oh, yeah, I think I played b5. And b5, rook h. So if this and this, what do I do? Then I have queen c4 anyways. So, this was the dodge. And I think, excuse me, one thing that GM Otto Nakensen's number one Latvian, the super grandmaster. Oh no, he's not a super grandmaster. He's a grandmaster from Latvian, and I think he just recently won the Latvian championship. So his course was what I bought on Chessable, and I haven't studied it in depthly. I've not looked at the opening for a while now, and one thing he said was people do want to attack the Dutch because my king was not safe at some point, and White is going to felt the need to constantly want to attack me, and if they don't know what to do properly at some point, my opponent just lost the plot. They would want to brutally just like keep attacking, and at that point you going to get the best of them. So let me do a quick game review and see what we've got. I'm very sure I played like maybe 1300. Yes. Whoa, really? I played an almost perfect game. So chess.com is insisting that we play like a 2050. Wow. Okay, let's see. So I was cooking with f5. And what's this opening called? Yeah, so it said this is a Reti opening and the Dutch, and everything was absolutely fine. So I just want to see if I was playing the best move here. Yeah, e5 should have been. Yeah, I think something like this was prescribed in one of those calls, e5 and fighting for the square immediately. And if c4 now. So this just transposed back into Reti opening the PX, like the PX invitation. So I went with the Dutch as a true Dutch player. Bishop g7 was all good. Castling was the best as well. And black should have immediately fight with b4, and a6 would have been played. If x is bishop b2, and we have a normal game from there. But as you can see, it says like 0.3 for white, so it's not an extraordinary advantage for white. But because my king side looks obviously weak and black would always want to come for you, so we castled. They played these immediately. h6 was the best. Wow, h6, e5, a5, or e5. Yeah, so I was considering e5 opening up, but I just allow queen d2, and after knight a6. Yeah, okay. So and here I think, and here black is already doing much better. It says like 0.2 for black because white just wasted the tempo going back. They should have taken, if I take with the bishop, then they play with d4 immediately. So like they should have take and d4, stopping e5, because after e5, d5, d5, we have a queen trade, and after knight d5, I probably have to part away with this bishop, and the only moves that gives me a significant stay in the game that is not completely losing, it's just to sacrifice the rook. And after this, I have e4. If knight d2, I have bishop this, and if there, then I have bishop c3, pinning this knight. So they didn't do that. They wasted the tempo. I know he wouldn't want to like give up his light square. So knight c6 was the best, and king h7 was the best move, like the best move by far. Everything. The other thing I was considering is g5, and that almost drops my advantages. So after g5, knight so g5 I saw, but after h4, oh wow, I think h4 is the second best move, which I'm very sure in the spirit of the Reti they are going to play h4, and I have to play g4 anyways. Oh, and after knight g1, h7. Yeah, I probably have to like turn off this so that you can see it when it says good move or something like that. So I mean, g4 was fairly alright as well, so that I didn't play, and I should have played h5 in this position. I was like so good. Knight h5 immediately. Knight h5 I saw, but I saw knight h5, but after g4, then I just fg4, then I just take. And if e3, queen d1, e3, then I have e5. So knight h4 was good in that position. Well, it says okay, I need to like probably, so this check was, so white is like so winning in this position. It's like +1 for white here, so they just have to find knight d5. So knight d5 was good, and king g8 is the only move because I can't take, because after, so, and there's this check, king h8, and after cd4 my knight has to move, and I don't have the e7 square in this position. So that's why I needed to play e5. So I needed to play this knight here to avoid trading the knight, because it's sort of like holding my position together. Or play e5, because after knight g5 I can take, or let me say they play queen d1. And can I play h5 still in this position? I still can't, because knight d5 still come anyway, and I have to play king h8. So they were so winning in this position that so knight g5 was a mistake, because they should have followed up with this first, and king g8 has to be played. And if they take now, yeah, they don't, yeah, so I just take back with the bishop, and bishop c3 absolutely forces me to trade the bishop. And by giving utmost power to white in this position on the dark square, it's weak for me and my king, because now there's knight e7 and all sort of attack is going to come. Yeah, maybe that's why I made it very, so king h8 was yeah, king h8 was the best move by far. I mean, not like significant far like that, but it was actually the best move. And yeah, so, but I saw king h8 loses to 96 because I just loses my coin. So I played, and this was, I should have played e5 still. So e5 takes away this square, because if they trade now and queen f6, but they are still much better after c3. Well, this I saw, and this is why I did not play e5, because I felt that I saw bishop c3, and I saw that, okay, this is just going to be pinning my coin. But the line where I saw bishop e3 was, I saw that they could take, yeah, let me saw this, I saw, and I saw like they could take, and if I take now, they can play bishop. I saw bishop c3, and I'm just forced to probably trade. The computer is just saying I should play a5 here, and it's just like a game of cat and mouse. They probably don't want to take here, and they can still like bishop here. So queen e8 is the only move that keeps my position together. I'm so proud of myself for finding this. I'm really so proud because the other option I was considering was knight e7. I didn't even think king g8 because because the e6 pawn is hanging, and that's why I had to play e5 on the previous turn, because it takes away the f4 square and it ensures that there's no double attack on the e6 pawn. So I think I need to be mindful of this kind of tactics. So queen e8 was the only move. So I wanted to play this move, but I saw that f6 was hanging. So if I take, and there's this now, and after king d7, there's just absolute massacre. Oh really, they can just take, and even taking now is better because of bishop b7. Oh, so I'm really so proud for finding queen e8. So I found the best move in that position, and bishop c3 was played anyway, and I played e5. Good move. They came back, so I had to trade here, and they played cd5. Why can't they take with the bishop? Oh, I saw the idea of knight d4, to be honest. Wow. And white is still better by 0.5, but this is like very good position, and they can't just force. So if they play something like this, oh, there's c6 attacking the bishop, and if they go back, there's bishop e5, cold-blooded, and king d2 because queen d2 because he just wasted the tempo, and I played f4. Oh, cold, ice cold, ice cold, ice cold. So, and I made a mistake with knight c e7. I thought this was a very good move, so that was very bad. Knight d8. What is the idea between knight d8? So knight d8 castle, bishop d7. If f4 comes, I have c6, and if they take, d5. And after this, bishop c6. And where do I develop my knight? I don't even see it here. Knight is 6. Oh, so knight d8 and forcing the trade of these knights. Oh, that's what knight d8 does. Wow. So knight d7 was a mistake, and this was a mistake. I just felt when they played this position that the knight on g5 was white's strongest piece. Maybe it can be argued with the dark square bishop on c3, but I felt that after white allowed me to just trade, because this pawn is gonna be loose because I have all means to attack it. I just felt like I was doing great in this position. So here, queen c8 was the best move by the engine. Was the best move, and I'm so glad for finding that. So I saw c6, but knight c6 I didn't saw, because knight c6 and they can just trade. Black wouldn't want to do this because that means that I have control over the light square and the dark square as well. And if f4 now, oh, the engine is insisting that I shouldn't trade this dark square bishop. Like, I just shouldn't trade it, and just held on to it. So I was so proud for finding queen c8. So I found queen c8, and queen c2 was the best move by far. I think I'm starting, I don't know if it's just the start or I just played someone weaker. I think I'm starting to find one of the best continuation for, oh, so this. And I felt I couldn't take here because they just take here. And after rook a b8, they just go back. And this is like positionally better for black. I just take with the rook, and if this f7, and this is just like -1 for black, and this is just so good. So Queen a3 was a mistake because king h7 and c6 was the second best move, so I played c6 and d4 was the best and I played e4. Oh, so I shouldn't have taken. So f4, e4 is like -1 and taking on e6 was minus 0.96, still like very close to -1. So if f4 takes knight f5, oh, queen d3, d4, bishop takes, and they can't take because they lose this. Oh no, lose this. Oh, and this is attack, and if this, it's just, I felt so bad. I mean, I just wanted to take the pawn and just, ask whites what is their plan. So after taking, yeah, so they play d4 and I take. I think f4 just allowed me play e5. I saw knight d5, but queen d2, rook a8, or e4. If this, knight e3, knight e3, knight e3. This is cold-blooded. King f2, knight g4 check, king g3, d5. And if, it's just so bad. It's just so helpless for white in this position. And after rook a8, rook e1, f6, queen d2, bishop d8, just to reroute the bishop, and the bishop b4, queen f6. Oh. Queen f6 is so good that if they take, so they didn't do that. I mean, I think this just leaves it. I don't want to take for some reason. a5 was even almost the same thing as taking the pawn on a2. So I just decided to go for pawn hunting. And that was not the best move. And this just make it -3.7. Then I've always had the idea of knight d7. Here, I think that they wanted to play d5. But I can just take anyways. And at this point, so I saw this and queen d4 check, and I just have this, and this is just cold blood, and then they can play king f2, and after queen b3, oh, a3, queen b4, queen b4, queen b4, rook d2, takes, knight c7. And this bishop is so helpless that only like 8 moves from now did the engine suggest that I bring it into play. It's bishop e2, like just rerouting it, and that's all that I can do because I was just completely lost. So this I just take. I mean, this was just the final blunder. I was thinking this, and I had b5 immediately, just like stomping up on this. And if e3 now, knight takes c3, queen takes, now c5 takes. Oh, they can't even take. Rook e1, c8. Okay. I mean, this is just completely helpless. So there, Queen d2 was the final mistake I just take. So a5 was still the best move, d5 and queen c4 immediately. So I played this, and after queen c4 I saw something like this, and there's just b5, just rook h d1, b4, and this just trapped. Okay. If this is taken, c8 back, c1. Ouch. So this is day 16, and I was able to win in the Dutch playing against Reti. And to be honest, I never had a very serious repertoire against Reti. Well, I can always play the Slav, but there was a couple mistakes in this game, but I think I played it reasonably well. So if you enjoy this video, I'm sure you do enjoy this because we are picking up a win now. Please consider subscribing and liking this video. You can share it with your friends, and I'll see you some other time. Bye.